Peace and good evening, y'all. Thank you so much for being here and thank you for your patience with me getting started. I was having some technical issues and difficulties, but if you could please drop in the chat and just let me know that you can hear me okay. And I'll wait a second for y'all to do that before I get started. Okay, good. Thank you so much, Drew. All right, so I am going to go ahead and get started. I want to just say thank you for being here and for doing whatever it is that you needed to do to be present here and to show up here. If you notice, I have a dark background. I wanted this to be a more relaxing experience for you and for you to be able to engage with it without having to deal with the bright light from the screens that many of us are dealing with and using all day. And so I do have a dark background, just in case you are wondering why you can't see my face. Hi, again, I am LA, and I am a holistic wellness coach and guide and a licensed therapist. And I wanted to hold this space for y'all because this time of year, voting and election season has always been overwhelming for me since I was old enough to vote. And I really wanted to hold space for other folks who may be experiencing some of the same anxieties and worries and really complicated feelings about the things that are happening in the world, because I know that that is something that I can offer and that I can give during such a difficult time. I really wanted to be of service. And this is what I've identified in terms of how I could show up for other people and send love out into the world at a time when I think we really, really need that. So that is why I wanted to hold this space for y'all and just a little bit about who I am. In terms of what this experience may be for you, I always like to say that I hope that it can be a safe space for you, but I also know that there are different people present here this evening, and that safety might mean something different to each of us. I do hope that this can be a space where we can be open to the experience, and also that we can be courageous in this space, that we can be loving in this space together, whatever that means and whatever that looks like. I do want to invite you to have whatever you need with you. I did leave a few things in the description box and in the event description of things that you may want to have with you, but you really don't need anything other than yourself. And so, if there's anything that you need to gather or grab so that you can be comfortable and feel safe and have the most positive experience possible, I encourage you to do that now, as we will be getting started in just a few moments. I have previously shared some of the benefits of this practice of sound therapy, and I've even used terminology like this is what you can expect. And I am really shifting out of using that language because I want to have more openness even within myself as a facilitator and as holding space, because the possibilities are endless in terms of what this experience can be like for you and what might come up for you from it. And so, what I want you to do before we move into the sound bath is I invite you to set a personal intention for your experience. And I want to remind you that that is really where your power is. Setting a personal intention is something that you envision for yourself during this space. If you can connect back to why you wanted to come here in the first place, why you felt like you needed to be present during this sound journey, or maybe there's something that is weighing you down that you may want to release, something that you feel like is holding you back in some way in your life, something that you've noticed has been challenging for you that you want to work with during this time. And so, if you are not familiar with intention setting, I encourage you to use any of those prompts or anything that I share that resonates with you to set an intention for yourself for this experience. And I'm going to pause just for a brief moment while you do that. All right. So I trust that you have had enough time to set your personal intention. So, what I'm going to do now, before I move into blessing the space and going into the sound bath, is that I am going to just let you very briefly hear each of the instruments that I have here, just so that you can familiarize yourself with the sounds that you might be hearing. And so these are my crystal singing bowls, and I'm just going to strike them very lightly. And in case you are curious, my bowls that I have are in the notes of C, F, and G. The notes are the musical keys. So those are my singing bowls. I also have here a chime. And this is a koshi chime. And I also have here, this is a shell chime or a nut chime. So you'll hear this instrument as well. And last but not least, I have my tingsas. And this is what you're going to hear at the end when I am inviting you to transition back at the end of our sound journey. So those are what the tingsas sound like. Those are all of the instruments that I'm going to be using this evening in addition to my voice. And so what I invite you to do now is to get into whatever position you want to be in for the sound bath, whether that's sitting up, lying down, standing. I hope that during this experience you can honor the needs of your body and shift as you need to and adjust as you need to. Take breaks if you need to. And I am going to move into blessing the space. I call on the support, the guidance, and the protection of the universe, of the cosmos, of my higher self, my favorite self, my best self, and the higher selves of everyone present. And I ask that we be given the clarity and the comfort that we need in these moments together. May any malevolent forces or negative energy be removed from this virtual space so as not to interfere with our sacred time and space together. May anything that comes up for us be viewed through the eyes and the lens of love and kindness, both for ourselves and for others. May we trust and be open to whatever this experience has to offer us. Let's begin. We always begin with gratitude. So I thank you for being here and for being open to this experience. If at any moment during this experience you feel unsafe, uncomfortable, or afraid, I encourage you to repeat silently to yourself, I am grounded in this space. I am always safe in my body. I am divinely protected. I am grounded in this space. I am always safe in my body. I am divinely protected. I am always safe in my body. I am grounded in this space. I am divinely protected. This is a sound journey, which means that all of the sounds that you hear, both in my environment and in yours, are all a part of the experience. Rather than labeling these sounds as good or bad, I encourage you to use your observing mind and see what you can notice. Remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Or in whatever way feels most comfortable for you. Breathing at your own pace. Slowing down as you feel like you need to. to make room for silence as a part of this journey. For silence is a sound too. Use the silence to remind you to be still, remind you to slow down, remind you to make time to transition. See if you can listen with your whole body. Where in your body do you feel the sounds? Notice where you might be judging yourself for how you're engaged with this experience. Or perhaps you are judging the sound that you hear. And if you notice your mind wandering, gently guide yourself back to your breath, back to your body, back to the sounds of my instruments. And on your next inhale and exhale, see if you can relax deeper into your body and into the experience. find yourself judging how you're showing up, remember that there is no right or wrong way to engage with this experience other than to allow yourself to be fully present here. There is nowhere else to be but here, and nothing for you to do here other than just be. Your existence is enough. You are enough now without having to do anything at all. Remembering your breath. Inhaling through your nose. And exhaling. Inhaling through your nose. And exhaling. Remembering to take slow, deep, and cleansing breaths. The beauty of this experience is that you always have a choice. You choose what to focus on. You choose what you hear and what you feel is important for you to listen to. You choose how you show up. Allow this to be a gentle experience for you. One filled with love and kindness, abundance, one filled with peace. Remember that your power is in the present moment, and it's in the intention that you set for yourself during this experience. Can you let yourself be loved? Can you let yourself be cared for and healed by the space and by all the sounds that are with us this evening? I invite you to check in with your body. See if there are any places where you need attention. Any way you can maybe shift your body so that you are more comfortable can relax deeper into this sound journey. There is so much love here and around you. And there is hope. Regardless of what's happening, I hope you can remind yourself that you are doing your best with the time, energy, and resources that you have. And your best may look different from day to day. Near the end of our sound journey, I encourage you to check in with yourself and ask yourself if you allowed yourself to be open to this experience. If you allowed yourself to relax, if you let yourself just be in this space without doing or thinking about doing or productivity. If the answer is yes, I encourage you to practice gratitude, to celebrate yourself, and thank your mind and body for taking care of you in these moments. If the answer is no, or if you're not sure, that's okay too. That's an opportunity for you to forgive yourself, to practice self-compassion, and remind yourself that you can always start over and you can try again another time. We begin and end with gratitude, so I thank you again for being here, for trusting me to be your guide during this sound journey. And I am grateful to you for being open to this experience. And when you hear the 3 chimes, I invite you, in no rush at all, to bring your attention and your awareness back to this digital space. And I ask that you do so calmly and mindfully. Please give yourself a moment to transition back. The difficulty with us sharing virtual and digital space together is that I can't see you. So I hope that you are taking your time with coming back to the space. And to close us out and close our time together, I just want to express gratitude to you again for being here and for showing up first and foremost for yourself, but also for this offering. I don't take it lightly that you chose to be here. You could have been anywhere else, and you have shared some of your sacred time and energy with me. And I want to express gratitude to you again for that. To give you just a couple of tips and things that you can do to take care of yourself after this. I hope that you can hold some space for yourself, for rest, some form of rest, some form of slowness or stillness. If you can, go for a walk to continue to process and think about the meaning that this experience has for you. Also, I encourage you to write down what came up for you and what you noticed, to see if there is anything that resonates there with you, anything that you may want to explore further. And I also encourage you to be kind to yourself. There's a lot happening in the world around us, and the energy has felt very heavy. And I hope that you can be kind to yourself and take some time off if you can. Take some time for yourself, even if it's only a few minutes. But I hope that you can incorporate moments of stillness and of rest in your evening, in the rest of the evening, or just in your days moving forward. And my intention for you for this sound journey was that you would allow the journey and the experience to transform you or change you in some way. And so I hope that there was something here that was different for you, something that was new to you, maybe something that's shifted for you in a way that you can feel good about and take with you moving forward. So I want to thank you again just for being here. Again, I am LA. This is Reconnect with you. And I send you or usher you into the rest of your evening with love and light and hope. And I hope that you can engage with and join another of my offerings soon. Peace, y'all.